Everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. How awesome it is to know that instead of you working hard to earn money, money is working hard for you. Would you like to know how to do it? Well, today you're in for a treat. Let's dive in. How often have you heard the phrase, make your money work for you? We're sure you've heard it plenty of times, but what does it actually mean? Or are these just meaningless platitudes leading nowhere? We can't just move a comma and add a few zeros. So what can we actually do to make our money work a little harder for us? We're not just talking about turning $1,000 into $10,000 here. Rather, we're talking about concentrating on financial tactics that will be effective both on a small and on a large scale. Number 1. Consider money as a renewable resource. How can those with access to large resources utilize them to their advantage? What if you only have a little? Can you still make it happen? The answer is a resounding yes. Therefore, altering your thinking is step 1. Push past the poverty mentality to start the process of having money work for you. Stop telling yourself that you lack the time, money, connections, or other resources necessary to advance in life. Instead, start small and work your way up to larger, grander investments. What is a renewable resource, and how does that relate to money? A renewable resource is one that can be used repeatedly and never runs out because it is constantly being replaced by new ones. When your money is working for you, that's exactly what it is doing. It never runs out and is constantly being replaced. Number 2. Assign your money a job. Give your money a job so it knows what it is supposed to be doing. What do you want your money to do for you at this point? Let's start with a straightforward example at level 1. You deposit your money in a bank account and receive interest. Currently, your money is earning interest at a modest yet consistent profit for you. Level 2 is working, but not particularly hard. You spend your money on a work of art or a collectible and watch it grow. Level 3 involves purchasing advertisements for your goods. Find the advertising revenue, invest the earnings, and continue to run advertisements in that cycle. Your funds are being utilized here to create a steady stream of money while each cycle, your interest grows. It's the ideal illustration of money practicing as a renewable resource. It's time to act like the CEO of your money and have everything running like a well-oiled machine. Number 3. Real estate investment trusts. There is nothing wrong with the typical real estate investment strategy of buying a property, renovating it, and renting it out. While this is a sound strategy, it can take a while before you see any returns. Consider investing in a real estate investment trust if you don't like that direction. Greater is offered by this choice. Greater variety and improved offers returns are often associated with lesser risk. They're worth considering as they generate income from dividends income along with capital appreciation. Who said you can't have your cake and eat it too? Fees are minimal and you don't have to be actively involved in managing the properties, so it's pretty hands-off property investment. Number 4. You could play it safe. The obvious one is paying off your debt because, as the Yiddish proverb states, interest on debts grow without rain. Another popular choice is opening a 401k plan, which has funds that range from conservative to aggressive. We won't go into too much detail here, but you're bound to know something about each of these options. They're great if you want to keep an eye on your cash flow and how it's working for you at all times. The benefit of this is that you can choose an online bank that may offer better rates than your local bank. And as long as it is backed by the FDIC, your money is safe. Investing in your children's college education could also pay off, but that is something you should start doing while they are still young to really benefit from the savings and interest rate. In some places, you might be eligible for tax rebates if you're making significant contributions. Number 5. Parking money. A wise choice must be made regarding where to put your money because financial institutions will be vying for your money at that point in your financial journey. According to Dave Ramsey, who once remarked that earning a lot of money is not the key to wealth, but how you handle it is. Don't be taken by the glitz and glamour. Consult your advisor before taking any action. These are the factors you should take into account when selecting a short-term savings account access. How frequently will you require access to this account? If the account is a 30-day call, your interest rate will be higher than if it is an anytime account. The return could be much higher if it were a minimum 12-month fixed deposit, but you wouldn't have the flexibility of withdrawing money whenever you want. The interest rate is the most important factor to take into account, so shop around to find the best provider. Would fees and service charges apply if you need to access your 12-month deposit because of an unforeseen circumstance? Check with friends and family to see who they recommend. Frequently, the razzle-dazzle salespeople lose their enthusiasm, leaving you irritated and without access to your money. Number 6. Trade-ups. There is a remarkable genuine story titled A Single Red Paperclip, and it recounts the extraordinary story of a man who negotiated with a red car 14 transactions to a paperclip to a house, and barely a year later was Kyle McDonald, motivated by a game he used to play as a child called Bigger is Preferable. You might not have $1,000 to spare. Now let's see what you have and how it develops. Here's where it gets fun. Perhaps you're starting a health screening business where you're going into corporations and working out individual plans for each staff member to perform at their peak. You have the skills to do the job well, but you don't have the budget to get the incredible website going, so you approach a website design company and exchange your services for a website. It's a win-win situation. You get a great website and they get happy, healthy staff. The possibilities are endless. Number 7. Peer-to-peer lending. Commonly referred to as P2P, crowd lending, or social lending. This practice is gaining popularity as a reliable approach to increase your cash. If you want to borrow money but don't want to use a bank, there are other options. You may wish to take this into account. P2P then refers to a person or a group of persons who lend money to others. If you're thinking of becoming a lender, you must submit your application using specific websites, and each site has its own set of guidelines. Because it was founded in 2005, P2P lending increased by 110%. Each lending site's annual changes in their eligibility, loan rates, amounts, and clientele. One of the significant benefits of becoming a peer-to-peer lender is you can begin earning interest from the first month so that you can quickly reincorporate your interest into the lending program. The riskiest investments can provide as much as 11.74% interest, while the least risky ones can return around 5% interest. As an investor, you should pick which risk category you are comfortable investing in. Number 8. Going against the current. Money is found when one goes in the opposite direction of what everyone else is doing. It is fine and good to buy stocks because everyone knows that those stocks are on the upswing. Yet, many investors are hesitant to put money into a business that is going through a slump. Irrational investors choose to wait it out rather than buy shares when the market has fallen. Even though this is frequently a great time to buy, shares are more affordable, and if you have the patience to wait, your money will grow for you while you do not have to do anything. Peter Lynch, one of the greatest and most well-known investors of all time, was accurate when he observed that when recessions occur, the stock market declines. Number 9. Invest in assets that will appreciate and value. There are assets that are making people wealthy, such as real estate, bonds, equities, mutual funds, index funds, royalties, trademarks, books, music, digital courses, information, and other assets. The goal of this video is to give you knowledge that will enable you to increase your income. If you know how to make money, there will always be money. Sometimes you could have more, sometimes less. But accept the ebbs and the flows of dollar, and over time you'll have more flows than ebbs with the dollars working hard for you to earn even more dollars. Number 10. Invest in an idea that you believe has potential. As Kevin O'Leary famously remarked, I think of my money as soldiers. I send them out to war every day. I want them to take prisoners and come home so there are more of them. So here's a way to put your money to work. Think of Shark Tank. Observe what's going on in your neighborhood and put yourself out there to find something that will undoubtedly be fantastic. Invest in a person who has a brilliant idea, drive, and passion. Let them do the labor-intensive task for you. Offer guidance, serve as a mentor, and earn money fit for a true professional. In today's economy, investing in digital assets is one way of putting your money to work for you and earning profitable money online right from the comfort of your own home. And as a matter of fact, you can take it with you anywhere you go. If you'd like to know more, make sure to click the first link down below to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory. And if you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day and see you on the next one.